Good morning and welcome to my second weekend in December, my second Vlogmas episode. So I just wanted to sit down and chat a little bit this morning because I'm feeling so excited for this weekend. So when I was editing the Vlogmas last week, it was like a Monday after work and I was just feeling like, oh boy, there is no way I'm going to be able to record on my work days and then edit every 3 days and, you know, just during my work days and during the work week, there's just so much happening and it takes a lot of my spoons and my energy just to like get through work and then recover and do all the things I need to do. So I decided to just record these vlogs on the weekends, specifically probably Friday and Saturday, so that I can then edit on Sundays. So today it's Friday morning, so I do have to log in a little bit to start my work day, but I do work every other Friday, so I think this schedule will work out pretty well. So this is one of my worked Fridays, but I feel so much more energized with this decision. Like, I was having my coffee and knitting this morning. I'm still drinking coffee, as you can see. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I gotta record today and I gotta start recording and I'll record tomorrow, and like thinking about like showing my Advent projects and everything. So I'm feeling a lot more energized doing it this way, you know, spreading it out a little bit. So I'm very excited. I've been watching a lot of Vlogmases and yeah, it's hard to keep up. There's so much content pumped out in December from all these YouTube makers. So I feel good in order to be able to relax, you know, keep up with my knitting, not feel overwhelmed. I really want the calm December, but I still want to vlog because I find it fun. So yeah, I just want to sit down and chat with that. So I'll share a little bit more of my project updates a little bit later. I just wanted to sit down and chat a little bit at the beginning of this video. I am wearing my Easy V right now, which is a pattern by Caitlin Hunter. Technically I wore this to work yesterday, and so then it was just still sitting out, and it was an easy sweater to throw on this morning because I'm kind of in some comfy clothes because I work from home today. So yeah, I'm gonna get ready for that. I did show you a little video of Sherlock sleeping, but I'm excited to take you guys with me this weekend. Yeah, let's dive in. Hi, so my workday is done. I'm sitting here, I'm working on my staffing cardigan because I really need to get some work in on this because I'm this far past the sleeve separation and this testing is due sometime, I think it's due sometime early January. So I'd like to finish it this month in December. It's December 6th. I have quite a bit to do. It does grow quickly. I just have been focusing a lot on my Advent projects. So I'm waiting for Shane to get home. Once he does, we'll walk the dog. And then tonight we are going rock climbing with some friends. So had to eat sometime in there as well. But that's kind of the plan. So right now I'm watching The Armchair Expert with Toto Wolff. Which is the leader of the Mercedes F1 team. I'm almost done with it, but while I wait for Shane to come home, I'm just gonna knit on this a little bit. Good morning. It's now Sunday, and I'm realizing I didn't really talk much yesterday. I actually don't know if I talked to you at all since Friday, but yesterday was a good day. We ended up running an errand to Joann's because I wanted to pick up some thread for a skirt and then a rotary quilting ruler to cut out some napkins, which you saw yesterday. So I've cut out some napkins that I want to sew up. They were just they're leftover Essex, which is a cotton linen blend from a pair of pants that I had made, and I had enough to cut out 6 napkins. So I wanted to cut those out, and then at some point I'll probably sew them. I do want to do a little bit of sewing. Maybe I will today, I don't know. But I also picked up some buttons from Joann, so I wanted to show you those, and then I figure I'll show you the little bit that I've done on my advents over the last week, and then that'll probably be the end of this week's Vlogmas video. Sorry there wasn't a ton of talking, and I didn't take you like 2 Joanns with me, but you know, when I'm out in public, it's really hard for me to record. But Joann's had a buy 3 get 3 free on buttons, and I wanted to get some buttons because I want to make a Gilbert top. Hopefully Eddie and Kristen has put a picture here. It's just like a cute button-up shirt. Okay, so like I was saying, the Gilbert top, it's a cute button-up shirt. I want to try to make it. I didn't have any like shirt buttons, and so I was just looking at buttons, and then they were buy 3 get 3 free, so I stocked up on some shirt buttons. So got some cute like oyster buttons, nice and iridescent. Some tortoise shell, and then I got some plain black buttons, and then these like metal buttons in gold and silver. So just wanted to stock up a little bit on the buttons. I think the shirt only needs like 3, so most of these have 4, which will be good for 1 extra button. So I grabbed those yesterday. I also ended up buying a quilting square ruler, but it turns out the size I needed I already had. So I'll be taking that back because those are expensive. And yeah, so now I'll just show you my advent so far, and then we'll wrap up this video. So my cozy knitter socks, I am not completely caught up. I am through day 6, and today is the 8th. So as I'm editing this, I'll probably work on these. These have been great for meeting knitting. The stripe actually takes a good amount of time. So that's where the other one is. I love that it's kind of a fade. It's like a little bit of a fade. Like they're all very, like they go together. I really am enjoying this. So those are my cozy knitter socks. And then I have my woolens and nosh, which I am doing a Musselburgh with. So I am through 14 stripes. My goal is to do 2 stripes a day, so I need to get through stripe 15 and 16 today. But here is this. This has been my main meeting project. I think it's working up really cool. It's weird, like certain parts, you can see like this blue stripe. There's 1 stripe here, and then other parts it's like 2. And most of the black is working all the way around. I am like 6 stitches short on some rows. So you can see like this section where the red and the pink touch. But I feel like from a distance, like no one's going to notice. So my goal is to do 24 stripes and then start the other side with the other 24 stripes. And so that's 48 stripes total. So technically I should be doing 4 stripes a day, which would be 32 stripes. Is that right? Is that math right? No. 24 stripes. Oh no, 2 stripes a day. So that should be good. So I am meeting some friends for dinner tonight, and so I plan to just bring that hat. It's kind of my meeting on the go kind of project because that's what I wanted. And then I've been working on my Anna Sedora shawl, and I have been loving like this. I have had to make a few modifications, and I remember why I ended up stalling out last year. But here this is. Da-da-da. Isn't this so cute? I love it. So the main modifications I made is I wanted a 3-stitch I-cord on the end. So I cast on 2 more stitches to begin with, and then I'm slipping and knitting the first 3 stitches instead of the first 2. And then the pattern has make one right for all these increases, which I actually have started this, ripped it out and started again, because my first time through, my increase edge was really tight and pulling here. And so I thought it might be because of that I-cord edge in the make one right. So I started over and I started doing a knit front back instead of the make one right. And I think that helped a little bit, but you can still see a little that it's pulling a little bit. So what I've started doing like over the last few rows is after I do a contrast color like this, my first main color row, I'm doing 2 rows of the I-cord. So I'm doing like the knit 3 for the I-cord and then slipping them back to the left needle and then knitting 3 again. So it's like 2 rows of I-cord for 1, and I think that'll help. It's not too bad, like it's pulling in, but I can tell, like you can see that this isn't necessarily a straight increase, it's a little curved. And when I can like stretch it straight, but I just want to make sure that there's enough elasticity in the end. So I'm just adding that little modification. I'm not going to restart it again, but I'm loving working on each of these. And as I mentioned, I'm using my previous Homespun House Advent, and I have caked all of them up, and I've put them in the order in here that I'm putting them in. And I re-looked at the pattern, and I think what it's going to be is I'm going to do 48 stripes for increases, and then I'm going to start decreasing 48 stripes. So it'll be 2 stripes of each color on each side of the shawl. I think that's actually what the pattern is written for. It has you increase a certain number of stitches, and I like redid the math, and so I think based on the number of stitches, that's kind of how she wrote the pattern, you know. But that's what I'm planning to do right now. It's been a lot of fun. I think it's so cute. And this is super easy to memorize. So I'm having a lot of fun with this, but it is definitely one that stays home, and it lives in this shoebox because it's too many colors. I'm still at the point where my rows are so short that I switched these colors so quickly, and so it's an at-home only project, which is fine. Otherwise, I've been working on my staff-in cardigan a little bit. You saw that. I really need to make some headway on that. And then yesterday, I started some fingerless mitts for Shane. That's what I spent most of the day doing. And then this morning, we watched the F1 race, and I finished his fingerless mitt, the first one. They look huge, but they fit him well. I like looked it up, and for mittens, you're supposed to have like 0 to a little bit of positive ease, so your fingers have a little bit of room. So these fit, but these are the Tinsel mitts by Andrea Mowry. I did the adult large. I cast on the adult medium and then increased extra after the cuff. And then Shane wanted the convertible flip top. So the flip top is what I worked on this morning. I had to like weave in my ends, and then we do have a button that I'm gonna sew on and like leave a little loop for the flip top. On screen, I don't think they look as big, but on my hand, they're huge. But I have tiny hands. I did do a tubular bind on with these and a tubular bind off on all of these, but not for the flip top. The flip top I just did a German twisted cast on. Okay, they don't look as huge on my hand. This top part is big. But this isn't a natural yarn from Round Barn Fiber Mill. Got this in Wisconsin Sheep and Wool. It's been lovely to work with. It's Romney. It is a little splitty. It's very loosely plied, 2-ply. But I think they're cute. He'll like these. They are definitely a little big for me. I do a little smaller. So fingerless mitts go very quickly. I need to knit the second one now. I do not want to knit the second one. So I'm not going to work on it right now. But I probably will today. But yeah, that's kind of how my weekend's been this weekend. Sorry I didn't chat much yesterday. I mean, literally yesterday I knit on gloves, watched Vlogmases, watched Needles at the Ready, and then we did that errand to Joann, and then we stopped at Best Buy, but we didn't buy anything. And you know, just some days you just don't want to talk much, and that was yesterday. But I think between my little intro on Friday and then talking now and the little clips I've taken, hopefully this is a nice Vlogmas video. Thank you for hanging out with me. I'm hoping I can edit this and get it up for you this weekend and then relax the rest of this afternoon and hang out with a dinner with my friends this evening. So let me know what you're working on. Are you working on Advents? Are you keeping up? I'm a little behind, but I think I'll catch up. And yeah, thank you for hanging out with me. And I'll see you guys again next weekend for the next December weekend vlog. So thanks for watching. Bye.